Hi guys, I hope you are doing well. So today marks exactly 1 year that I started this channel, and I wanted to go through my experience doing a cooking channel for a year and some of the recipes I have made and just all that good stuff. So I started this channel and I started making some recipes and sharing with you guys, and it seemed to resonate with a lot of you out there, and I'm really happy to connect with you all on this channel. I go through your comments and I really appreciate your likes, your subscriptions, and it just means a lot to me to find people who resonate with my style of cooking and my style of expressing my creativity through food. So let's get into some of the recipes I have made over the course of this year. So I'm heading over to my channel now and I'm going to sort of give you a brief highlight of the recipes I have made. So if there are some of them that you haven't seen yet, then you could get the chance to check them out. So I started off the channel with an introduction video, and the first video was, I think I sat exactly at this point or approximately around here, and I did an intro video where I introduced myself, talked about myself for a little bit, and shared my enthusiasm for connecting with you all. And that was it. That was the first video I posted on the channel. And then the next video, which was like the first recipe video, was Abacha, how to make Abacha, African salad. So this recipe is a Nigerian dish that I grew up eating, and it brings so much nostalgia, and so I decided to start off with that on the channel, and I decided to make it for you guys. Now, it's not everyday food that is eaten in Nigeria, but it's like, these dishes that you cook during like ceremonies or like big occasions, and so it's a dish that brings sort of celebration, highlights the community and bonding and all of that good stuff. So I made Abacha as my first recipe, and it's also known as African salad. So you can check it out if you haven't watched how to make it already, and it's really, really good. The next video was jollof rice, and if you have been on the internet for a while now, you've probably come across jollof rice. It's a popular Nigerian dish, and it's a rice dish made of a base of tomatoes and some spices, and it's really good. This was a really short video. It was a video I had made of the jollof rice I had made last year's Christmas, so I just put it together and posted it on the channel. But it's a really short video, but it's a video that you might want to have a look at if you want to explore making jollof rice. Then I went to the next one, which is one of my favorite things to make for breakfast, which is oatmeal. So I made a delicious, easy oatmeal recipe for a healthy breakfast. And oatmeals are some of my favorite foods. They're full of fiber, and when you add like toppings to it, you can make a really full dish. So I will link all of these videos in the playlist in the description box so you can watch them as well. So I made this oatmeal dish. It was really good, and it's such a hearty breakfast meal, especially when you're rushing to go but you want something quite filling and also quite delicious, because I think with food you have to find a way to make it enjoyable. I try to make my food enjoyable as much as I can, because I feel like it's such an experience, right? And I try to make every dish as much as I can. Now, it's not all the time. Sometimes you have to grab something and go, but when I can, I try to make every dish an experience to enjoy. So that's the oatmeal recipe that I shared with you all, and I topped this oatmeal with some chocolate, some bananas, some apples, and some walnuts. And yes, that was the oatmeal recipe. The next recipe was Akara, another Nigerian dish, and it's popularly eaten during breakfast times. I remember when I was growing up, it was one of those dishes you would have to queue on the line to get from the vendors, because it takes quite some time to make. You have to pre-soak the beans and then blend it and then make it. But it's such a delicious dish. Now, what I try to do sometimes is to make the process seamless for myself. I blend the beans, mix the peppers, mix everything in there, blend it to a puree, and then I freeze it. That way, when I want to make akara, I can easily take that batch out and defrost it and make my akara. So akara is a really popular dish, and it can be made with black-eyed peas. So wherever you are in the world, I would hope you can find some black-eyed peas or some brown beans and try making akara. It's so delicious to make. So the next dish I made was oatmeal banana blueberry pancakes, and This is such a quick and easy way to make some pancakes, but also make them full of fiber and top them with whatever toppings you like. So this recipe was really quick and it was really delicious. I'm craving some right now. It's such a quick, easy way to use oatmeal into making pancakes. So I made this, I topped it with some bananas and some blueberries, which I also added to the batter as well, and a drizzle of some maple syrup, and it was really good. So the next video I made was how to store your leafy vegetables, and this is a great way to store leafy greens, especially if you have excess of them and you want to store them in the freezer and use them when you need to. So I made this video for you guys and shared with you how I store my leafy greens when I buy excess vegetables. So please check it out if you've been wondering on how to store your leafy greens for longer and to use them when you need to without having to get them, you know, fresh every time, or if you don't have access to fresh every time. So the next recipe was a banana cake I made from a cake mix, and this is one of the best cake mixes I have tried. It was really easy to make. The instructions were really clear. It was really delicious, and it wasn't overly sweet, which I really liked, because the thing with cake mixes is that sometimes they are too sweet, right? You buy them, you're excited to use them, and then they're just overly sweet. So the day I made this banana cake from this cake mix, I wanted to make it from scratch at first, but I remembered I had this cake mix in the pantry which I hadn't used, so I decided to use it to make this banana cake, and it turned out really good. It wasn't overly sweet, the texture was beautiful, and it was just a really great experience. So that brought us to the next video, which was how to grill whole fish the easy way in an oven. This video, I'm really grateful to this video because this video kickstarted my channel in a really big way. I would say this video got me 19k views, and it was just a simple video that I made of fish, whole fish. Well, whole fishes actually, because what happened was I went to one of the supermarkets here in the UK called Morrison's, and that day I was lucky to get the fishes on sale, and I love a good bargain. So when I found these fishes, I found a couple of them. They had this tilapia fish, they had the hake fish, they had some mackerel in there, and I was like, oh, I need to find a way to buy these fishes because you don't always find them at that price. I think they were going for about maybe 50% off, which was a really good deal. So I thought, you know what, I have to get these. So I got them and I came home that day and I decided to make them. And I just thought, well, it would be nice to share with you guys how to make your fish delicious. So I tend to grill my fishes in the oven and they turn out really great. So I decided to share with you how to grill your fish in the oven. And this video took off. I was surprised, literally, because I thought it was just a video that, you know, of me making some fish in the oven, and it took off, and I was really surprised and really happy. So thank you to this video. This brings me to the next video, which was how to make creamy pistachio butter. Now that week I had been seeing pistachio butter everywhere, and I went to a pastry shop and I bought this snack. I can't remember the name now, but if I find it, I'll just write it down for you guys. And I bought that pastry and it was filled with some pistachio butter, and I thought this is one of the best things I have ever tasted. And so I decided to figure out how to make mine at home, and I decided to make it and share with you guys. And it was just so good, and I will make it again. I need to make it again. I really loved it. So you can try making it if you love pistachios. They're really nutty, they're really creamy, but they're also sweet and a bit savory. So it's just the perfect nut. So you can try this out as well. The next recipe I made was how to make easy and quick pasta salad recipe. Pasta salads are some of my favorite things to make. Now on the channel, you will see me cooking with a lot of veggies, right? But I used to struggle with eating veggies. I used to struggle so much with them until I figured out ways to incorporate them into my meals whilst making the meals delicious as well. So hopefully that helps anyone out there who struggles to eat vegetables. Figure out ways to incorporate them into your dishes and make it an experience. But the funny thing is, over the years I have grown to love veggies, right? But I did struggle at some point with eating them. So this is a great way to eat veggies without feeling like you're eating veggies. So pasta salads are some of my favorite things to make. I make them with different pasta types and pasta shapes sometimes. So Do check it out if you haven't already. It's a really great recipe, and shout out to this recipe as well. It really helped my channel. It got like 9k views, which was really surprising as well, because I thought, you know, I was just starting out and these videos were really helping my channel, and they were really motivating me as well, because seeing views like this just made me want to create, because I thought that means it's resonating with more people out there. So it made me really motivated to create. The next thing I made was soy milk, and this is a great way to make soy milk at home. If you haven't tried it, please check it out. Then I went on to make this easy tuna wrap recipe, and tuna wraps are some of my favorite things to make. Tuna is one of those fishes that you either love it or you don't, and I tend to find ways to incorporate tuna into my dishes because it's such a quick way to get protein into your meals, especially if you make them in a really flavorful way. So tuna wraps are really good, and I made that as well. Then I went on to make some couscous salad, which is another great way to add those veggies and get them in. And it's a grain quite similar to rice, but it's different because it's grainier and the texture is a bit gritty. But it's a great way to make a quick, you know, side without going all the way or cooking for such a long time. For couscous, you just have to soak it for some time in hot water, and it literally, you know, turns into a meal, which is great. So I made that. Then I went on to make this easy egg sandwich, which is one of the best things you will make. It's so simple, but it's one of the tastiest things you will make. If you haven't had it before, please do try it. If you have, let me know in the comment section how much you love egg sandwiches. I love egg sandwiches. It's so simple to make, but it's so tasty. It's one of those things you taste and you think this tastes better than it was to make. Like, it looks so simple, but it's so tasty, and the flavors just go well together, especially if you mix it with some spices and just make it really creamy, and you know, all that texture, the fluffy texture from the bread and the creaminess of the eggs, and you know, just it's you need to watch the video and make yours as well. The next one is this chickpea curry, which I loved because curries are such a great way to get those veggies in and to use up the leftover veggies in the freezer or in the fridge. So I tend to buy vegetables a lot, as you can clearly tell, and sometimes I get to have half-cut peppers or half-cut slices of vegetables here and there, and curries are such a great way to get them all in one pot and get them well infused with spices and turn them into a tasty dish. So this chickpea curry is something you need to try if you haven't. Then I went on to make some tomato cucumber feta salad, and this salad I served it with some chicken kebab, which you will see in the next two videos. So this was really good as well. I went on to make some meat pie. You need to make this meat pie if you haven't. This crust is flaky. You know, when I say flaky, I mean flaky. It's one of the best crusts out there, hands down. Try it and let me know if I'm not saying the truth. Like, it's so good. So this crust, the trick is to keep it really cool and use cold butter, cold water, rest the dough well, and you will have the flakiest crust ever. So this is my flaky meat pie crust recipe, and this meat pie, the filling was delicious as well. You need to try it if you haven't. Then we went on to make the chicken kebab, which I made in the oven. And kebabs are such a great fun way to make chicken, especially in the summer for picnics, you know, for barbecues. And I like to use my oven because that's what I have. So I use my oven for my kebabs, and this is a great way to make kebabs even in winter in your oven. Then I went on to make some frozen mango yogurt because I love mangoes and I love yogurt, and why not marry them all together, which I love to do. Then I topped it with some mint, which was really tasty as well. I also used some lime juice to add some acidity to it because the yogurt and the mangoes, they were quite sweet. Then I made some air fried chicken wings. You need to check that one out as well. Easy way to make wings. Then I went on to make some plantain chips for lunch, which are a great way to make some chips. If you haven't had them before, plantain chips are similar to bananas, but they're starchier and less sweet. So you need to try them if you haven't already. You can get them from your favorite African shop or Asian shop in your town. Then I went to make some cherry tomato pasta, and then I went on to make some easy green seasoning for your fish, your chicken, your marinades, all of that. Then I went on to make some easy puff puff recipe. Then I made some easy chicken light soup. I then went on to make some easy delicious egg stir-fried noodles, which I love. Then I went on to show you guys how I harvested some tomatoes that I grew in my garden. I made some tomato egg sauce with them. I then went on to make some easy potato sardine hash. Then I made some easy coconut mackerel rice, which is a great way to make a variety of rice dish that is different from the typical plain rice. I then went on to make some easy corned beef and carrots recipe. So next I went on to make some easy egg frittata, which seems to really resonate with a lot of people out there. Frittatas are such a great way to sneak those veggies in and get your protein boost, and they are also freezable as well, which is a great way to have your breakfast handy. And then the last video I made before this one today is how to make easy creamy hummus. Now hummus is one of my favorite things to make because it's such a great way to get protein in, and it's tasty as well. And the best thing about it is that you can tweak it to your preference. The garlic and lemon ratio can be adjusted to your taste buds, and it's such a great way to eat your veggies. It serves really well as a dip, as a topping. I've even had pasta with hummus before. I've actually made some pasta, mixed it with some hummus, and it was really tasty. So you know, it's just food, right? Celebrating the beauty of food from different cultures, different traditions, and just connecting with you all who seem to love these dishes as much as I do. So I'm really happy to have you here, and it's exciting for me, and I'm looking forward to connecting with more of you and sharing more of these recipes that I enjoy cooking at home with you. And I would love to know what your favorite things to make are in the comment section as well, so we can just, you know, have a chat about food. But thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. Please subscribe to the channel for more recipes and more conversations about food, and I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourself and see you later.